you guys, I wanted to share this recipe I have for a rainbow southern fried cabbage. I bet you've never had a southern fried cabbage like this. So I got a bunch of colorful veggies, I got some turkey sausage, and I said, let's make this rainbow. It's rainbow, bro. Okay, so you're gonna start off with half a head of purple cabbage. Very colorful, beautiful colors, tons of antioxidants. Then you're going to want to start off with a yellow onion, one yellow onion, about 4 to 6 cloves of garlic, depending on your taste, half of a jalapeno. I have my tricolor peppers. I've got red, orange, and yellow. I got these on sale, which is pretty awesome. So I'm like, hey, I gotta pick these up on sale. Then we got 3 stalks of celery ready to go. We're gonna put that in there as well for extra taste. And then we got some butter, which we are gonna need in the recipe as well. You will need some smoked sausage. You can use turkey, beef, pork, whatever you like. Then you're gonna want some apple cider vinegar. I'm using honey cayenne, which will give a little sweet kick. I also have some avocado oil, which we'll be using, and some Cajun seasoning, Celtic sea salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. And also turkey bacon and Creole seasoning if you've got it. I went ahead and started to chop up my jalapenos, which I wanted to go ahead and dice them up. So I am taking half as well as these bell peppers. We will be cutting them in half. I decided that I was going to be using the bigger half. I thought I would use the smaller half, but I decided I wanted to use the bigger half of the bell peppers. So I wanted to cut half of every single kind of the bell pepper and get it all ready to go. And cut out the seeds, the core, and all that stuff in there. But firstly, I wanted in my bowl that I'm getting ready to add everything into for when I cook, I wanted to get my purple cabbage in there first, because that is what we will be adding last. So you want to cut it, just basic cuts, basic little squares. Nothing too, small. Don't make them too little. Just, just a regular, like, kind of a rough chop. So I'll fill my bowl up with all my purple cabbage. That's all ready to go for the recipe, and it looks great. It looks awesome. So I thought, hey, I'm going to use this bowl, and let's go ahead and load all of our veggies on here so everything's ready to go and I'm ready to cook it. So I went ahead and started to chop up my bell peppers, just typical little slices, ready to go. I started to load them right on top of my purple cabbage, because that is going to be the first thing that I'm going to be hitting the pan with. So I want to put everything that I'm putting in first on the top of my bowl, so everything is super easy and ready to go. Bowl's getting colorful. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to chop up that onion, that yellow onion. Go ahead and just give it a nice chop, similar to how I chop my bell peppers. So I'll just go ahead, I'll remove the skin. And you will need this whole onion. So we'll be using this whole onion. Got my handy trash bag. Grocery veggie bag, which I use for a trash bag. So I'll go ahead and just chop your onion. You're just going to chop it just like this. So once you get it all chopped up, you're just going to load it right into the bowl with all the bell peppers that you have already chopped up. Ready to go. Okay, that bowl's getting loaded. It's getting more and more color. Love it. Tons of fresh veggies. I love it. So I started to dice up my jalapeno, which I wanted to go ahead and put it right on top of the onion, basically, because what I first want to hit the pan is the garlic, the jalapeno, and the onion, and then the celery and the bell pepper, and getting that all cooked together with the garlic and stuff. So I'm now going to go ahead and begin to crush my garlic, peel it, and then chop it up. And the garlic's gonna give a really good flavor to this recipe. It's just so amazing. Use as much garlic as you want. I like to use a lot of garlic. I love garlic. I really like it. It is tasty. I like a lot of it in recipes. I feel it's very good for your health. It's good for your immunity. It's good for so many things. It's so good. So I cook with a lot of garlic, and I noticed that since I do that, I have not got sick in years. I cook with tons of garlic, tons of oregano, and herbs. So there's my bowl. It's getting really beautiful, getting colorful. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my celery, which I felt like is an extra additional healthy veggie in this recipe. Celery is really, really good for your kidneys. It's so good for your whole system. It's really good and healthy. So I said, hey, let me go ahead and add this also, and it also gives some of that green color to add to the bowl. So you're gonna go ahead and just chop up your celery, your 3 stalks, and I just chopped them in just a basic little pattern. You can dice them as small as you want or dice them how you want. I diced them just like this, and that's how I did it, and it came out great. So if you want to dice them really small, like the onions, go ahead, do whatever you'd like to do with the celery, but got that on top of the bowl, and it's ready to go, looking great. So now that I got my veggies all ready to go, everything is set with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start to cut my turkey sausage. Now, I had already used a little bit of this turkey sausage, but that is okay. No biggie, use as much sausage as you want. I got everything assembled and ready to go to just throw right into my wok, which I will be using a wok today. And it is looking great. So I started off by putting about 1 tablespoon of avocado oil in my wok, getting it hot. I went ahead and added the sausage, but I completely forgot I needed the bacon first. But the good thing is, I'm glad I added the sausage first because I wanted to add the bacon a little bit later than I added the sausage so that everything would mend really well together. I don't know, I felt like it worked out good in that order, even though I forgot the bacon almost, but it's like we can't forget the bacon in a southern fried cabbage. So after that's all cooked down, go ahead, drain it on a paper towel, set it aside, and then you're gonna wanna add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter to your hot wok. Turn your heat up a little bit higher. When you cook that sausage and bacon, you wanted to cook it on a little bit of like a medium heat. This will be a little bit more of a medium-high heat that I'm gonna go ahead and put these veggies on. And then we're gonna also alternate it around to high because I really wanna get my bell peppers, my celery, my onions, a nice brown and golden before I go ahead and add my cabbage. So I got my jalapeno, my garlic, my celery, my bell peppers all going in that pan with that butter, giving that a nice flavor and getting that ready to go. So I went ahead and got that all browned up. Took about, I want to say, maybe 15 minutes to get that all nice and golden, to see a little bit of brown on those bell pepper. That was ready to go. So I went ahead and started to begin to add my fresh chopped purple cabbage to the wok. My next step was then to mix all that together in the wok so everything was incorporated. And then the next step was going to be to add my apple cider vinegar, my honey cayenne, which I'm glad had a little bit of honey. It really tones down a bit of the cabbage, a bit of the bitterness of the cabbage. And it really gives just a great flavor. It's awesome. So you always want to add just a little bit of vinegar, a little touch, 1 tablespoon to your southern fried cabbage. Going ahead, adding my salt, pepper, paprika, my Cajun seasoning, and all my seasonings, and my garlic powder. Everything is going in the pan now, and it's all going together. So after you add that vinegar, you'll want to add, yes, all your seasonings. There's my Cajun seasoning. I'm getting that ready to go, and season to your tasting. So I had to go back later and add more seasonings, but that was okay. You'll just want to taste and see how it is, if it's spicy or you want it more spicy with the seasonings, or if you want more salt. Go ahead and play around with it. So now go ahead and re-add your sausage and your turkey bacon and sausage, or your beef sausage, pork sausage and bacon, whatever you're using. So I went ahead and added that to the pan, got it all mixed together, and then I sauteed that down for just a little bit longer. I want to say it was on about high heat for just about maybe 10 minutes with that cabbage. I let it go. So then everything was nice and ready. I plated it. It looked gorgeous. I decided to have half of an avocado, and it was beautiful. It looked amazing. I loved it. I loved seeing all the colors on the plate. I love the way everything smelled. Everything smelled amazing. I hadn't had southern fried cabbage in a long time. This was delicious. So colorful, so tasty, so good, so full and packed of vitamins. I was so happy. Went really well with the avocado. This ended up being a very good low-carb keto dinner, and I enjoyed this a lot. So I really hope that you guys try this. Let me know if you try it in the comments. Let me know if you like it. It is amazing. It is really amazing. It's delicious and flavorful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.